Oh, he's going to air it out right away. And that is incomplete. Showed off the arm strength there, but to no avail. Second down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll wind up losing 3, and now it's third down. An extra cornerback now in the game for the Chargers here on third. Out of the shotgun, they run with Mixon. Big hold of the 30. Finally taken down at the 32-yard line. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
Mixon with a first down carry. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Joey Bosa in on the stop.
And I think that's going to go down as no gain, but that doesn't seem fair for the effort that was presented on that play. That should go down as a loss. I know, I'm a defensive guy, but you got to like the play that was made.
He made a lot of those plays last week. He was AFC Defensive Player of the Week, picking up where he left off. A second down pass play there, but it's incomplete. Marquise Brown was the intended target, and that takes us from second to third down.
Had an open man that time, but ended up putting a little too much heat on it, don't you think, partner?
Absolutely. Just needed a touch more air under it. Instead, he fired an absolute bullet. They had the incomplete pass on second down. Now they need a big play here, 3rd and 10. Operating from the gun, Sheets. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. That's good for a Raven first down, 15 yards there.
You can see the time and effort and thought that they put into their passing game because it was evident right there. It looks like a simple pitch and catch, but you and I both know that they have planned for this and worked hard to make it happen.
Check out 6-6, bullet pop, shoot.
On first down, Mixon, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Joey Bosa with the tackle for loss. How about that pedigree in his family?
Yeah, some good pedigree. Tell us about it, Mr. Davis.
Dad played in the NFL, first-round draft pick. Uncle was a first-round draft pick. He's got a brother coming behind him. But Joey Bosa, guy plays really, really hard and plays all aspects on defense.
He's going to fire one deep left sideline. It's caught inside the 25. They'll get 34 yards there. It's a great throw right there and really showed a lot of confidence in his receiver.
He certainly did. Ball was in the air a long time, but he counted on the adjustment that we saw near the end of the play. As that ball was descending, who was going to come down with it? He counted on his guy, and he gambled correctly.
Now Joe Mixon. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's 2nd and 8. He finds his running back, Mixon, and he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8. And just in general, Charles, on a play like that, how tough is it for the defense to account for a running back essentially being a receiver downfield?
It's very difficult, especially if the running back has skills like a receiver, and you're aware of that before the game even begins. So throughout your practice sessions, you're going to want to be aware.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. Marquise Brown, his 9th touchdown of the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And it's only November, but the playoffs, we know how it works. They'll be here before you know it. If it ended today, they would be the #1 seed.
And that's a great spot.
And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes.
And that's their first sack of this game, but how about last week? 6 sacks, great coverage downfield, which helped that pass rush. They are really working in sync right now.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down.
Check 99. Check 99. 22-jet bomber. 22-jet bomber.
They look to throw. It's locked. He's going to launch this thing way downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
A lot of contact there, but there was no way it appeared that he was going to get a flag on that one. Looking for it, but he wasn't going to get it. And as an ex-defensive back, you love it when they let you play and jostle downfield.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Mike 40, check, he's coming. All right, mark the screen.
On 3rd and long, it's locked. And that is incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a pretty good rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on 3rd down conversions to start this thing. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And, you know, certainly a lot of football left to be played. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're first place in their division. Looking good, looking to be a threat come January.
And let's think about what every team has in their goals, all right? #1 goal is what? Make the playoffs. #2 goal is win your division. #3 goal, and the biggest goal, I think, is to be the highest seed possible that you can be heading into the playoffs so that you can drive as many home games as possible to try and get you to the Super Bowl.
And right now fighting for every win possible to try to at least secure home field for the wild card and or divisional round. On 2nd down, here's Mixon. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. So from 2nd and long, now we go to 3rd and very manageable.
Yeah, they love that phrase, don't they? Because as an offensive coordinator, you can keep people a little bit off balance and guessing because you don't have to throw it. You can come back with a strong run game if you want to. And if you're in 4-down territory, that really opens things up for you.
61, matchbox, white. Alpha.
From the gun on 3rd down. Sheets nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Joey Bosa in there for the sack, and he's closing in on the all-time record. That's number 19 on the year. So on 4th down, kicking it away here, Michael Pilardi. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. We'll call that a 43-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Charger football here as they take over. The Charger drive about to get going. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on third down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up a first down and change our momentum?
Set 60 Pittsburgh. Here we go, let's bring it. General West. Let's bring it. Get it.
And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's second down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Watch QB draw. Protein spill. Kill. Hey, turn it up. Mike 40.
Back to the air on 2nd down. It's Locke. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally brought down at the 38. 17 yards for the Chargers there as they've got themselves a first down. On first down, they'll run with Chubb. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
15 yards. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the 36-yard line. Topper! Mike 40. I'm off. You better bring it. Hey, orbit. Mike 40. I'm here all day. Ready?
From the 36, Locke. That's out to Chubb, complete. And he'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's what I'm saying. 80 weapons. That's a gain of 6. Brings up
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he's able to pick up the first before he's taken down at the 27.
That's a tremendous group effort there because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play.
Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go.
Block now on first down. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Hey, Mike. Hey, no, switch the mic right here. We'll go Mike 40. 6'6", bullet high. 40's Mike.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Locke out to his left. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. A good decision in the end to pull it and run, gets him 9 yards and a first.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
Let's go now. 70, Indy. Right there. Let's put them on the buses. Let's put that team on the bus. Now.
The quick slant caught. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. That was the 8th play of the drive, so a somewhat fitting pickup of 8 yards. They'll try to run this one in. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
The Chargers on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. They're looking at a 3rd and goal here. They'll give it to Chubb, and they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, he creates a penalty.
So the ball's moved to about the 1 after the penalty, 1st and goal.
Watch the boot. Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
Following the penalty, Chubb. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
So they're backed up to the 3-yard line, 2nd and goal.
I got it. Check safety, check safety. Greystone travels. Get it.
They'll try again with Chubb. And the D not yielding much there. He's only going to get a yard to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
One receiver left, that's Allen. So now it's 3rd and goal. This Raven defense trying to keep him out of the end zone. 3rd and goal, they're going with Chubb. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Los Angeles. Nick Chubb, his 6th touchdown of the season, as they are now on the board here in the first half. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So I'll leave it at 7 now as they kick it away. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Damon Harrison in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL.
Check 55, Mike. Coming this way, here we go, here we go.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Sheets, he's going deep for Brown. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
It's always a goal, and it's really nice defensively when you can rally to the football and make sure there's enough contact to force an incompletion.
Force an incompletion and force another punt. And the punt kicks out of bounds, and they will spot it right at the 25-yard line.
Here we go.
25-yard line.
Down.
The Charger drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
And he gets all the way down to the 30-yard line. A big play that time out of Chubb. 45 yards on the ground. So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for 1st and 10. On 1st down, Locke. He'll get this to Chubb out of the backfield. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. 4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
Let's get it.
Locke gonna throw. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. Now Locke. And, he took that in one-handed. What a grab. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. He had the distance, but it's no good. Wide to the right, and this game will remain tied here in quarter number 2.
And this is one of the risks you run when you attempt a long field goal. If you miss, the defense takes over at the spot of the placement. So now they've got a chance to get one more drive in before halftime.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get in the field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. So a touchdown apiece. That's what we have to show at halftime as they head to the locker room. 7-7 our score. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. On 2nd down, Mixon. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. They call that a loss of 6 yards. And it's 3rd down now. Taken down back at the 23-yard line. An extra defensive back on the field for the Chargers now on 3rd down.
Watch the slap, watch the slap, watch the slap. 56, the mark, boy, 56. Check, go.
From the gun, Sheets. And he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's 4th down. Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Baltimore.
It's been a struggle all game for them on offense. This was a chance to maybe provide a little bit of a spark with a punt return. Unfortunately, that spark got doused.
Yeah, and you call special teams the third phase, but you see here it can be the first phase sometimes.
That is so true, right? It can ignite it one way or the other, and boy, that didn't help them at all.
Ready?
Lock now on first down. And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him. Matt Judon make that now 8 sacks for him on the season.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle.
Strong right. Hey, we got 3 down, 3 down.
From the gun, it's a give to Chubb. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
Ready? He's taken down.
Brings up third down.
Throwing on third and long. Lock, and he can't quite pick it. No interception so far. That probably should have been their first, but at least it's fourth down. On is the Chargers punter now, as he's on here to punt it away. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And they'll play keep away from the returner as this one will be marked out of bounds at the 13-yard line. Pretty good spot. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
They'll stay on the ground, mixing again. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Down. 18 Gator. 50 small. Here we go. Here we go.
From the gun on third down. Sheets. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against a zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. This is brought in at the 21. A big kick there. We'll call it 56 yards on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Charger drive about to get going. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11.
Recon 2.
Now Locke throwing on 2nd down. And he gets it to his running back, Nick Chubb. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
This defense tightening up a bit. That last catch just 1 yard, making it 3rd and 9.
They're not ready for this. They still playing soccer. Y'all playing the wrong game.
From the gun on 3rd down, Locke going up top. It's caught inside the 25. And he'll take this into the end zone. Now, hold on here. We do have a flag down. So let's see what this is about. Badgley on for the extra point. And he's got it It's now a 14-7 ball game. Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a bit...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Myles Garrett in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Looking to throw. Sheets. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on third down.
56, Mike, 56.
Operating from the gun, Sheets. And he's got his man, Marquise Brown. And they work this well upfield across the 45. The play began back at the 23, and they pick up 23.
Watch twins. Hey, shoot.
They'll run on first down. Mixon. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. And finally taken down at the 20-yard line. Last play they went over 20 yards. This time they topped 30.
Yeah, they really needed to get something going, didn't they? They had punted on the last 2 possessions. The running game starting to come to the front for them, providing a nice pickup there to keep this drive going.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Look at me, Zipper. Watching you guys. I'm coming after you. Yo, cheetah.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. They complete it to Hill. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, second and 2. It's an 8-yard pickup, and that'll make it a second down. Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. On second down now, Mixon. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Back now at Dignity Health Sports Park in Carson. It's the Ravens with possession of the football, but trailing on the big board as we get set for the 4th. The Ravens on third down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 4. Again, it's Mixon. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee. And that means 4th down.
It's now 4th down.
One score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
Hey, my 7. Start.
On 4th down, Sheets. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 7 on the year. As they can now even this game here in the 4th quarter with the extra point. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this fourth quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
From the 22, here's 2nd and 8. They run it again with Chubb. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Charger first down. Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10. A run for Nick Chubb. He takes this one across the 35 to the 36, a gain of about 4.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
Tyler, 64, win. Check 25, check 25.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. It's a gain of 11 and a first down, L.A.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
58 to Mike, 58. 58 to Mike. Watch the pass, watch the pass. Protein spill. Go.
On 1st and 10, here's Locke. He's going to air one out. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Well, they took a shot there and tried to get it downfield, fourth quarter tie game.
Tried to get it in one chunk, didn't they? Wanted to get into field goal range, as you noted, but good reactions back deep, forcing the incompletion.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
That's going to be a long day. Check 31, check 31. X3, 218, chopper. 58, boys, 58. Ready?
Locke will try again on 2nd down. That's caught by his tight end, Uzana. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards, first down.
The beauty of route running is it doesn't matter what position, everyone's doing the same thing. In this case, tight end, selling the vertical route. Get the defensive back on his heels, break off for the corner, and with good timing, you get a completion as we just saw there.
Watch the whip.
Now they return to the ground game. Chubb, and running room scarce here. He's going to be stopped in his tracks at the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down.
Gain on the play. 2nd and 10 at the 25-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
80 weapons. Watch the twins.
Locke to throw on 2nd down. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. And they'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
What a catch, and one-handed, and I'm starting to lose my awe about the play, and maybe I shouldn't. How much of this is the player? How much of it is the glove?
Well, those gloves, they do have a little grip to them,
They
don't
get that
they?
little extra tackiness to them now, and I know the guys in the NFL, the competition committee, some other places, they're talking about examining those gloves to see if they're having too much of an effect on the game.
Hey, Delta.
On 3rd down, it's Nick Chubb. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night. And they are able to break the tie and move out in front here in this fourth quarter. He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead.
The Ravens take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense get the ball back pretty quickly, right?
And that's caught at the 25. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Miles Boykin hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as they can now even this game here in the fourth quarter with the extra point. The kick is through the uprights to tie this game, but hang on a second, we do have a flag. Well, we looked at each other right away. We knew that flag was coming out.
And I always enjoy the conversation post, because officials always tell you, I don't want to throw the flag, but you caused the play. You did it. I had to.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. That last drive, it was a good mix. Run, pass, defense on their toes.
And what really helps out in a big way is when you're doing the run-pass mix and everything's working, that means that they're guessing wrong every time on defense. They think you're going to pass when you run and vice versa. I would continue that, and when they finally draw a bead on you, maybe you mix it up a little bit, a little play action and throw the ball.
And will they maintain that balance? Time to find out. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got it first and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. They run. Chubb. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down.
Tackle made at his 48-yard line.
6-6. Pull it high.
Brings up second and 1.
Check.
At their 48-yard line.
Get it.
And again, it's Chubb. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
Ready? 10 logo. Coming.
Now Chubb running right. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as it comes with 1:25 left to go in the contest. On is the Chargers punter now. He's been terrific so far. This is away and a very good kick angled for the sidelines. And that'll hit in the end zone. Much too much leg there. That'll be a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey! 55, my God, 55. Hey, watch that. Hey, watch the ball.
2nd and 11. He's going deep for Brown. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him, but in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
5. 50, Mike, 50. Hey, here we go. Now. 50. Watch the run,
From the gun, Sheets. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And that's caught inside the 35. It's a big play there for Baltimore. 53 yards. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds left to go. So that changes things in a big way. Now from all the way down inside the 30, here's 1st and 10. This is Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2. Now the Chargers will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it with 22 ticks to go in the 4th.
Here we go. 60 outlaw.
Once again, they run with Mixon. Nifty move. He gets them a little over half of what they needed. Now they're looking at a 3rd and 5. Ravens going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. Chargers going to use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play. So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to almost certainly win the football game. And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. He hasn't missed a kick all year. Why would he start now?
That's a great question, isn't it? Well, maybe because that was the most nerve-wracking kick he had to attempt all year, but he knocked it through just like it was an easy chip shot.
That's fielded in the end zone. The Charger drive about to get going. Look at the clock. Everyone knows the situation. Probably time here for one final play.
And we know what that play is going to be. It's got to be some sort of Hail Mary, throwing it towards the end zone and hoping someone can catch it or catch it off of a tip. Thinking back to 2015, didn't we see Green Bay pull that off twice in the season? Once in the regular season, once in the playoffs. So stranger things have happened. It'd be interesting to see what the defensive strategy is about who they put on the field to try and knock that ball away.
Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew that they needed some type of a miracle there at the very end, but they couldn't get it done. However, we were treated to really a spectacular affair.
Even though they didn't finish it off, you're exactly right. They took us down to the last play. We're still